What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out Christopher Nolan. Our Patreon voted. Sorry, I was not expecting.
Oh, did I interrupt you?
I was not expecting.
Guys, we did a vote, man. Christopher Nolan won, and I'm really hyped about that because I had so much fun checking out Quentin Tarantino in order because I felt like I got to know him a lot better.
And they progressed, and I like that.
So I feel like when we got to the end of it, man, the Hateful Eight, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, this dude was hitting on all cylinders.
It was peak, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. I'm really excited to check out Christopher Nolan though because this is one of the great directors of all time, and I know that because we've checked out some of his work, like 4 movies. I know we did Interstellar, the Dark Knight trilogy, and I'm excited to see what else he has to offer.
Yeah, me too.
He directed the Oppenheimer movie.
Yeah,
that's
the new
one I'm really excited to see.
Said we need to watch.
I'm excited to see that. That's gonna be a crazy movie. People talk about it, you know, like in culture and stuff, and I've yet to see it. So I really need to catch up and watch that. Like, comment, subscribe, man. We got a like goal. We're gonna start setting like goals in our videos because I think it'll help us grow, right? Because you guys don't mind liking the video, do you? You guys are really nice. It's just that
they're the best.
We just forget to do it sometimes, man. So we would really like to get like 2,000 likes on this. I know it seems crazy, but we can do it over here because we got a little army behind us, the October Army. I appreciate you guys, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
That was kind of cool, right? Interesting start to a career, right? In black and white.
Yeah.
The following is my explanation, more of an account of what happened. I'd been on my own for a while and getting kind of lonely and bored.
Uh-oh, that's a recipe for weird.
Did you see The Shining?
And that's when I started shadowing.
Shadowing?
I started to follow people.
Who?
Anyone first. Somebody didn't know who I was.
And then?
And then nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. I just see where they went, what they did, go home afterwards.
Why'd you do it?
See where they went. How can I explain? Being to a football match, just let your eyes go over, drift across a crowd of people.
And then just stop.
And they slowly stop and fix on one person, and all of a sudden that person isn't part of the crowd anymore. They become an individual, just like that. It just became irresistible.
So you followed women?
No, I didn't follow women. It wasn't a sex thing. I followed anybody. I just wanted to see where they went, what they did.
You were playing a secret agent?
No, I'm a writer. Well, I want to be a writer anyway. I was gathering material for my characters. After a while, I spotted the dangers. I'd become hooked. I had to start making up rules to just try and keep it under control.
Self-regulating.
Never follow people for too long. Don't follow women down dark alleys after dark.
Interesting for the characters.
When I selected a person to follow, that's when the trouble started. Other people are interesting to me. If you never listening to other people's conversations on the bus or tube, seen somebody on a street that looks interesting or is behaving slightly oddly or something like that, wondered what their lives involve, what they do, where they come from, where they go to.
What the heck?
Is that the glove?
Ooh. What's he got latex in his mouth for?
I don't know. Wasn't he putting it on at first?
Maybe he just likes to gag himself while he's at it. Wait, what?
Guess that's where it went
You
wrong.
watch somebody's behaviour and it raises 100,000 questions. And to ask those questions, I wanted to know what the answers were. And so I'd follow people to try and find out. Most important rule was that even if I found out where somebody worked or where they lived, then you would never follow the same person twice. That was the one that I broke first.
Uh-oh.
Well, he seems kind of sketchy because he's walking fast.
Coffee, please.
Come on, it's lunch.
Dang.
That suggestive sale, yeah.
She got that
Good
sale,
job,
boy.
girl.
Mind if I join you? Well, you're obviously not a policeman, so who are you and why are you following me?
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking.
Don't piss me about. Who are you?
Yeah, don't piss him about. I like that phrase.
There's that same sugar pourer we saw in Secret Invasion today.
I thought you were talking about the pick up, like on Get Out.
Oh.
That's why I just fell into the sunken place.
Oh.
I wasn't
I guess I
following you.
can.
I saw you with your bag. I just thought you looked interesting.
Well, are you?
No. I was at school with. I saw you walk in here, so I followed you in just to see if it was him. To tell you the truth, I thought you were this guy that I was at school with. I saw you walk in here, so I followed you in.
Why didn't you just ask me when you saw me?
Because I'd have been embarrassed if it wasn't the person.
Not as embarrassed as you are now.
Well, I suppose
Yeah.
so.
What's your name?
Bill?
What do you do?
Actually, I'm kind of...
Between jobs right now, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
What would you do?
Dunno.
Oh, come on, Bill, don't be coy. There's some burning ambition inside you, isn't there? Something of the starving artist in you, no?
No.
You're a painter?
No.
Photos?
No.
Right.
No.
Writer, eh?
No.
But you write.
Not much.
But sometimes.
Sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's kind of an odd fellow too, ain't he?
He was like the wrong person to follow.
Yeah.
So you're a writer.
Makes you think I'm a writer anyway.
Now employed, 20-something, fancies himself a writer. A real leap into the unknown.
Well, I'm not a writer.
But you're interested in people.
Yeah,
This person?
perhaps.
You haven't even asked me my name yet.
What's your name?
Or what's in my bag.
What bag?
A bag, the one you've been looking at all morning.
What's your name and what's in your bag?
My name's Cobb. Take a look for yourself.
What? Why are you laughing?
His name's Cobb. Like corn on the cob.
What's wrong with it?
It's just so British. It's like, name's Cobb, yeah. How you fancy me, yeah? My name's Cobb.
If your name's Cobb, we
So
love
sorry if your name's Cobb, but oh my god, that's such a British name. The most British name I've ever heard, actually. Oh,
Is it?
yeah.
I would have thought fish and
What were
chips
you
would have been.
expecting? Drugs?
Where'd you nick that old CD?
Easy to grab a load, easy to sell, totally untraceable. The other stuff's a bit more tricky.
You don't look like a burglar.
Sounds like a compliment. Are you interested now?
He wants to know more about Cobb.
I'd have been like 1B or 2. Asking the right questions.
The Cobb is a burglar. Oh, he used his tie so he didn't have his finger traced. Oh, I think Cobb's gonna be shoving them gloves in his mouth.
See? Nobody home. Okay, first things first, we need a bag. Can I just step in, wait, whisper?
Do you have one of your own?
Yeah, it's a big bag with swag written right across it.
Swag on it.
What do you fancy?
What do you fancy? They're just gonna go rob people who left their key outside? Wow.
Nothing here of any value.
You don't seem that concerned.
I don't do it for the money.
Why do you do?
And because, like you, I'm interested in people. Hey, you can tell a lot about people from their stuff. How old would you say these people are?
Dunno.
Well, you can tell a lot from the futon for a start. Young people have futons. People wouldn't be anywhere near 40 with a futon. And they've got one laundry bag, which means they're probably very used to each other. They're probably about 25 over.
They could be 20 and have been living together for years.
Yeah. Now look at the books. They're college educated, probably graduated when they're 21. Moved in together in the last year. Tell more from the music.
Look at that little statue up there.
I know. Yeah, no 140 has that.
Everyone has a box. With men, it's usually a shoebox.
They're valuables then.
No, more interesting, more personal. Things like snapshots, letters, little trinkets on Christmas. See? Envelope, photo, form, cards, notes. Sort of unconscious collection. Each thing tells something very intimate about the people. It's like a diary. They hide it, but actually they want someone to see it. That's what I do. They can see on the display. Flip sides of the same coin. This way they know that someone's seen it. That's what it's all about. Interrupting someone's life. Making them see all the things that they took for granted. Go back and buy all this stuff from the shelves of the insurance money. First time in a long time. Why they wanted all this stuff. What it's for. Take it away. Show them what they had.
Well, all right. Well, in that case, you just go on right ahead then, mister.
Whatever,
So, I
Cobb.
think I'll just give them something to chat about.
Oh my god.
Why would you want to do that?
Should find them in his trousers and ask them what he's been doing.
Yeah, but why would you want to up their relationship?
Take it away. Show them what they had.
Dude, you did follow the wrong guy.
Yeah,
He's
they're
in here
mess-
stirring the pot.
stealing all their stuff. They're gonna have to go back to Cobby Lobby.
Fancy a drink?
You could be joking.
Don't be fooled by the supermarket label. I seem to remember I've had this before. It's actually quite good. Had a bit of difficulty doing this with the old gloves on.
So we actually going to take anything?
Anything your heart desires. Although that's not really the point, is it? I mean, it's just work.
I thought the whole point of burglary was taking things.
No, this is the point. Breaking in, entering someone's life, finding out who they really are. I mean, don't you just feel it? Standing here, drinking their wine. People will never even meet. Oh, you startled us there. Are you from the agency or are you viewing like us?
What are you doing in my flat?
Oh, didn't the agent tell you we'd be here this afternoon?
But we're not moving.
You must be the man in the house. Congratulations, you have a very nice home.
What in the world? They're just
But
gonna
we're
let him
not
walk
moving.
out.
Really? Oh, then I should check with the agent then.
So weird. That just stressed me out bad. But they played it off so chill.
Yeah, that guy's experienced. I'll put it that way.
Shit, we shouldn't have come up here. We're gonna have to wait ages to get down again. There's a way up here.
Jesus Christ, do you think they believed you?
Of course they didn't believe me.
Well, what the hell do you think you were doing?
Well, I caught them on the hop. We surprised them.
How do you mean?
Bloke wasn't her boyfriend. Why do you think he didn't say anything? No, she was up to no good, and she was probably glad we weren't her boyfriend.
You reckon?
Definitely. Why else would she be home in the middle of the afternoon? No, you just can't plan for that kind of fucking shit. We're unlucky. Don't worry about it. It won't happen again.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure.
Next time you can do the prep work.
No, I didn't mean
No, I mean it. It'll be the next place we hit.
So they're
Yeah,
partners
all right.
now? Like officially?
They're buddies.
What?
I feel bad about pulling the panty routine on that bloke. She's gonna give him loads of shit, and she's the one that's fooling around.
I guess you could write a story about it.
Or maybe she'll think that you did it, that she just caught you breaking in her house. The weirdo guy who drank my wine and left the panties.
And had gloves on from the agency. Doesn't that look like a submarine door?
Not sure.
Buy your drink.
Yeah. But you can't sleep with me.
Why's that?
I'm with the guy over there.
Well, that bald one.
Let you buy me a drink, but sex is completely out of the question. You still want to buy me that drink?
No.
Maybe just let her have a sip of yours.
So what's a nice
Just
girl
pour a
like
little bit
you
in
In
there.
a place like
doing
this.
with a bald old like that.
Long story, and I'll keep your voice down because he does own this place.
He's trying to get your attention.
Cut that word too. You can't say that
My
either.
name's Daniel Lloyd. My friends call me Danny.
So
you've obviously had a bad day. The kind of day that makes you feel like everybody's out for their pound of flesh.
I'm having quite a lot of days like that. Say something to me.
Like what?
See you outside in 10 minutes.
You just gotta walk away. Just walk away.
That one, right? But he's interested in stuff like that. He probably wants to go see what her house looks like now.
That one's gonna have you swimming with the fishes right there.
It did actually.
Yeah, I know. It was broken already. Sorry, somebody dropped it. I've been meaning to fix it, but I'll probably never. So what about you and the sport guy then?
What about him?
Going out with him?
Not exactly.
You and him have got something going.
No, we used to go out with each other, but that's been over for a long time.
So why'd you tell me you were with him?
To get rid of you.
So why, when you agreed to have a drink with me, did we have to come here?
He still gets jealous and like going back to my place.
Why not?
I got burgled yesterday.
What's it feel like being broken into?
Most people ask, what did they take?
I'm curious about the way people feel. I'm a writer.
Gosh.
So? So how'd it feel?
Great.
This ball guy is dangerous, is he?
Christ, you are a nosy bastard.
Dangerous like how?
Dangerous like criminal type dangerous, like involved in bad things type dangerous.
What sort of bad things?
The usual, girls, drugs, magazines,
Magazine?
and films, pornography, and he owns a couple of clubs.
Wealthy type.
Yes, it took me a long time to realise the kind of things that he was capable of.
What sort of things are they?
Perhaps another time. I really think I should be going.
Yeah, he's a little pushy, ain't he? But she didn't have to mention all that, you know. He's like going down, Hong Kong, entering the submarine. And this guy looks like Oasis Wonderwall
That's
over
me,
there.
Bill.
What do you want?
Advice?
On what?
On a job.
Well, job.
Job that I told you about.
Not interested.
Yeah, I know that. I'm gonna do it myself. Want to know something about protection?
Protection?
Yeah, you know, self-defense, weapons.
Yeah,
stuff
what
like
happened
that.
to you?
Surprisingly enough, I thought you might be able to give me some advice.
Deal with nunchucks, they're alright. Tools are good. Sharpened screwdriver, hammer, chisel.
Hammer?
Yeah, medium size, good rubber grip, very nice. Get a claw hammer, you can pry doors with it. Slip it into the back of your waistband, you're set.
Click.
What happened to his eye, though?
I don't know.
Then you got caught
See, he had a whole
breaking in
different
somewhere?
haircut and stuff.
Or was
so-
it that guy?
I think it was that
Took a
guy.
time jump.
Yeah, Batman's house.
When it gets to these for it. I stole them in the sex hospital. Can't buy them. Bing. Okay, you get the bang out of that stuff.
Isn't that his house?
Who? That's
Bill's?
that. Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah, exactly.
I got one.
Oh, that's good. May not need it though.
And then Marilyn Monroe
Really?
poster.
Well,
And that-
what about the telly?
Use this.
What are we?
He dropped it.
Burglars or vandals?
Well, if you're a burglar, why don't you start burgling?
What about the tapes?
Not much recollection. It's a bit personal.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not the kind of stuff that you play to your dinner party guests to fill in the gaps of conversation, you know?
What sort of music's that?
I don't know, Simply Red, Fleetwood Mac, that kind of shit.
He's got taste.
He's to his own, but he's a sad fucker with no social, huh? Ooh, nice machine.
Maybe he's a writer.
He's a writer level word processor. This guy wants to be a writer. Those are two separate set things. You check this out. You watch him go to work, you saw his routine.
Yeah.
What's his job?
He works in a bank.
This guy's unemployed.
No, he's not.
Look at the desk. He's unemployed. People who have jobs don't have this kind of shit in their homes. He's either unemployed or he's a student. He's going to be back in a second. What the fuck is that? I mean, you should recognise it, doll boy. It's UB40, you f***ing arsehole. You didn't check this out at all. We're going now.
Oh, wow. He's bullying this dude.
We're not going to take anything.
No, we're not going to take anything. I feel like scrounging off some poor doll head f***ing no offence.
None taken.
Oh, he just got insulted
Let's
really
go
bad.
someplace.
That was crazy.
That was like the worst way to hear something about yourself.
Hi, make yourself at home. I'll be down in just a minute.
Yeah, he's gonna ransack that place. He's like, perfect.
Let's do some sneaking.
Nope.
That'd be interesting to know what a burglar would think about our house, though. Like, if they could predict everything.
They would think we're boring. We're boring and just minimalistic.
Nice place.
Thanks. I feel a bit funny about it, you know, since someone's been going through my stuff. Sort of creepy.
What'd they take?
Books, my camera, CDs. They even took a bag from my cupboard to take it away, and apparently that's pretty standard.
Must be terrible losing all that stuff.
My insurance will cover most of it. It's personal stuff that's worse.
Personal stuff, like what?
They, rifled through my underwear.
Why would they do that?
Come on, you know the kind of kinky, voyeuristic shit men get into.
I'm sorry, I'm not into any of that.
Good
One
answer,
other thing
buddy.
they did was they took one of my earrings. They didn't take the pair, they just took one just to really Me off.
Probably misplaced the other one or something.
Oh no, I mean, I had them on my dresser. I came back, it's just one.
So you just wear the other one now?
Go and get some clothes on.
So it was kind of his friend who did it because the underwear.
That's what I'm thinking. That was the same underwear, right?
Dang, so he became a burglar and started going for the move.
Yeah, I know that man's sitting there with the open eye. I mean, he's obviously going to end up killing that woman, right? Like, that's where this goes.
I thought him and Cobb would go at it. Or I don't know. Man, I don't know. Or he's gonna kill that guy, her ex. That's her house, right? Because the downstairs in that bathroom?
That was the same bathroom, yeah. So this is probably going to be the first time she got robbed, huh?
Yeah. I don't think he knows this is her house, though.
Well, yeah, he obviously got to know her through breaking in her house and then followed her to that bar.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he realized what she liked, and that's why he changed his style.
Mm-hmm.
It's bossy, eh? Haven't found a bag yet.
It's just her friend.
Yeah, she's a fox.
Little pictures of herself everywhere.
Yeah, she looks good. Look at this stuff. She takes some stuff.
I've never understood that because yours don't smell like you. They smell like the dish detergent or the washing detergent. And I don't really think our washing detergent smells that good. I mean, it's all right. Just gain, right?
Yeah.
Bingo.
For 1 year.
Why does she have so many pictures of herself?
I think she's a model. She's certainly plain.
Is that about it?
Yeah, I guess that covers the useful stuff. Much else. Stereo's too big. Piano definitely too big, I think. I just misplaced this.
That's what he was looking for. He was trying to find it.
Like, be the hero?
I don't know. That's risky, though, right?
What is this place?
Just the offices.
How'd you get the keys?
Broke in, changed the locks. It's owned by one of those management places, you know. They never come around, and if they do, they'll just think that they've mixed up their keys. Eventually they'll break in and change the locks, but I'll be long gone by then. No, London's full of these dead spaces. Bar restaurants or shops, whole buildings.
Do we leave the stuff here?
No, it's your job. You hang on to it till I let you know we're ready to fence it.
Okay.
Unless you want to try and set it yourself and give me half of what you get for it.
I know what to do with it.
Look, I was hard on you on that last place, but I've got to understand, I won't let anybody put me at risk. It's dangerous enough already.
Sure.
An early supper, I think.
I really can't afford it.
It's covered.
Okay.
Authentic, I don't know, but I like it.
So you keep on coming in here?
I know, I like it, but...
I don't know. Well, no, I do know why.
Why?
Well, because there's no windows, and because it's dark, and nobody can see you in the alcoves, and so perhaps the bald guy wouldn't come past.
Maybe.
Maybe this is where you bring all the guys that you go out with, because you know that he's not just going to be walking by, popping in.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I thought it was over between you two.
Maybe it's...
So how
Does he
come
know
you
that?
still go to basement bars then, so that you can't be seen by him?
Because, as I've told you
Because
before...
You're afraid of him.
Because he's dangerous.
Dangerous? How dangerous? You keep on saying he's dangerous. You never explained to me why you're so afraid of him.
Okay. He came round to my flat with a couple of his associates, and I didn't really know what all this was about until this other guy arrived, who apparently owed them some money. They didn't like this very much, so they got a hammer. They held him down and they smashed every single one of his fingers.
No, like Harry Potter.
And then they smashed his skull.
Dang.
Ah, what was the point of doing the fingers?
Tea towel or something.
He did that for his own interest. He just
You're
wanted
joking
to.
with me. You're not joking with me. This is why you don't go out with him anymore, obviously.
No. That's because he made a mess of my car.
It's not funny.
I know.
I don't think she's joking.
Good
This
thing it
is-
was on that rug.
But is this not one of the most lowest budget movies that I've ever seen in my life?
How on earth
Yeah, it's
did
like
you get
very-
to fall in with somebody like that?
They could have filmed this on like a.
Let's just
It's not the sort of
change the
bloke that I always
subject,
thought
right?
that you
iPhone
were
or filter.
Come on.
with. Or what were you doing? Were you working for him at the time?
That is none of your business. I think you better find someone else to start telling your little stories.
Oh, come on, I was just joking.
You done pissed her about.
I like the little coffee cup.
You know how they're always saying in America we got huge like portion sizes? Mm-hmm. We got like real coffee cups over here.
I thought that was called an espresso cup.
I'd be pissed if they handed me that. I'm like,
This better be 50 cents. No way. Did you just really? I wonder if they call pounds cash. Do they call that the cash?
I feel like he needs to start shoving a bag in his pants before he walks in. He's always looking for one.
I mean, just use a grocery bag if you have to.
I think it's part of the thrill, looking for a bag.
You can shove that in your pants, basically. Okay, maybe you can't.
You're developing a taste for it. Violating the voyeurism. Oh, it's definitely you.
I think not.
I think so. And I think before long you'll have developed a taste for all the things that go with the proceeds.
Such as?
Well, all this.
You make all your money through burglary.
No, not all of it. In fact, you're going to pay for this.
I told you I can't afford to pay for it.
Why? It won't really be you. It'll be D. Lloyd that pays for this. I thought I'd give you the pleasure of pretending to pay.
What am I supposed to do with this? Sign it.
Sign it. In your own handwriting, then you can do anything you want with it.
This little scheme wouldn't work these days, would it?
No. And there's CCTV and stuff.
Are you ever worried about being caught?
Why else would I do it? Besides, I'm not going to get caught.
Well, you thought it all through.
I've thought it all through. I would do things that you don't even believe.
Such as?
For example, sometimes when I'm watching a flat, I'll see that the owner's about to go on holiday. I'll wait till they're gone, then move in for a week or two.
You're going to be joking.
No, it's a lot more than you believe.
How do you know when they're going to be back?
Almost always marked on the kitchen counter.
He's like a squatter.
Yeah. You don't have to pay rent. That's crazy.
Jesus f***ing Christ.
What's wrong?
The woman from the first flat, the one we broke into, she just walked in.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure.
That's all right.
All right, what if she sees us?
With a partner now, she can't do anything.
I think that's one hell of a chance to
Is she
take.
going to say to us that we stole half a bottle of indifferent red wine?
What if we skip dessert?
Yes, I mind.
She's coming this way.
She's going to the loo.
She saw me. She saw me. She recognises us. I think we should leave.
Okay, we'll leave. Not that we've got anything to worry about except for you making a twat out of yourself. You know, I really hate it when I don't get to finish a good meal with a cup of coffee.
Yeah, but don't
Say it.
look. She got a second look at me. All right, she recognised me. That sort of thing makes me nervous.
You're so worried about your appearance, why don't you change it? No?
There you
Your
go.
haircut, new set of clothes. Your mother won't recognise you. I mean, just because you break into people's homes doesn't mean you need to look like a burglar.
Right.
So that's why he copies his like style.
I don't know. I might be even more mad if I saw a businessman breaking my house. I'd be triple mad.
Like, why, man?
You better be leaving me money.
Too bad I can identify that.
There's something so charming about a typewriter.
Yeah, I used to love typing on my mom's, but it didn't have buttons like that. It kind of looked like a computer.
My mom didn't have a typewriter. Man's using a damn brush to put on the shaving cream.
He goes for the home cut.
My hair would look jacked up if I did that. That's why I just shaved mine. The most useless stuff in the world.
Everybody has a box.
You don't have a box. You have a file cabinet.
We have a file cabinet. Oh, a candy necklace. A dried seahorse.
That incredibly dumb candy they sold us for no reason. That
Yeah,
breaks your
it was
teeth trying to
straight
eat.
sugar.
Yep.
Oh, it's Phil.
Oh, hello, Bill. What can I do for you?
Not much. It's about the stuff.
What about the stuff?
I've met this guy, said he'd fence most of it. I thought I'd have a go myself, like you said. I don't reckon I'll get as much as you could, but I'll have half of whatever I get. How does that sound?
Well, that sounds fine. Anything else?
Yeah,
What advice?
I'm changing my appearance. Got my hair cut. I'm all dressed up.
With no place to go.
I just feel better this way.
Safer, huh?
Safer. I'll give you a ring when I get
That guy's kind of a dick. I might not give him no money.
that about?
You? Your stuff, anyway. He's gonna deal with it himself.
Meaning?
Meaning he took the bait and he's hooked. He's gonna hang on to the stuff, pretend to sell it, give me some money, may even get most of it back if you're lucky. God, it's perfect.
What in the hell's going
Photos
on?
worked. I even got him to cut his hair and change his clothes.
So, does that mean you'll tell me where you hid my earring?
No, and I wouldn't wait for your panties either. He's too embarrassed to give those back to you.
Shit. And did you have to break my window? Couldn't you have found a key or something?
No, there would have been 3 spare keys in a row. Even Bill's not going to fool for that. God, it was so embarrassing when we went to his place. Right under the mat, just like I told you.
He
It's
knew.
totally pathetic.
What if
It
they're
was a
getting
new
him to
mat
steal
as
that
well, and
guy's
I
money?
seriously think he
Oh
bought
my
this
god.
mat just so
Guys, do you think that she's got her hair looking like that to try to look like Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah.
Because he has that picture?
Because remember, she has brown hair, and also I think they're using that guy to steal the money,
That's
so he
great.
can steal the money.
He basically trained him how to go in there and exactly. They're playing like the long con on his ass.
Oh
That's
my God.
crazy. And he's gonna end up using that hammer to bash Buddy's head in. So this whole time we thought he was about to end up killing a girl. He's probably about to end up killing this dude, like you said. When you said it, I thought that you were talking crazy. All right, let's
No,
go.
I think he's gonna try to kill that guy, and they're gonna be in on it.
Is that what you think?
Yeah,
Let's
the
go.
the bald guy.
Yeah. Oh, you think so? They're gonna
Maybe.
get him to, yeah, maybe.
I'm so mad at them.
Yeah, that key under the mat stuff's ridiculous, ain't it?
I think his nose is already beat up, so this is after something happens. Dude, you didn't hear that person?
Got caught with his Johnson wrapped in 20s. Uh-oh. Who was that? I couldn't tell.
Some guy. We didn't know him.
Committed his first murder.
How do you know it was me? It could have been your mother you just sold to f off. Oh, come on, let me in. I've come to apologise.
So, apologise.
I haven't been entirely honest with you. I'm doing a piece about burglaries.
What?
I'm writing about burglaries about a friend of mine who breaks into people's houses. That's why I asked you so many questions about your break-in. I didn't tell you at the time, so I didn't want to upset you too. He's been breaking in, and I haven't stolen anything. I just go along and see what happens.
Is that it?
Yes.
What's that got to do with anything?
Now I've been honest with you, I want you to return the favour.
I have been honest with you.
You're still seeing the bald guy.
What mean?
I was early the other day. I saw him leave. You said it was over. Then why are you still seeing him?
He's blackmailing me.
He's rich. Why on earth would he want to
Can't say
blackmail?
anything about money.
What's he blackmailing you with?
All right, now I gotta go let my dog in.
Photos.
Of?
Me. Don't ask me anything else. I'm not feeding your silly little fantasies
You've got
again.
me all wrong, you know.
Have I?
Yes. Where are these pictures?
In his office. Why?
Take them.
How?
Break in. And this guy could do it. There's got to be some valuable stuff in his office, right?
Sometimes keeps some money in the safe.
No, we can't get into a safe.
That's where the photos are.
What?
They're in an envelope, though. Negatives and some of the prints.
We can't do that.
I know
That's
the
how we got the
combination.
code, huh? Yeah.
I've seen him open it loads of times. I might be able to lift them myself.
That's what we'll do then.
No one in their right minds would steal from him.
We don't get caught. It's not going to matter who it was we stole from, and we're not going to get caught.
If you get them, you won't look at the photos and you won't even look in the envelope.
Of course not.
Got your word on that?
You have my word.
He's playing a long con too.
I've always wanted to go on top of a building like that.
Sorry.
Thought you said you were going to fence it yourself.
Got rid of most of it.
No, it'll take me a couple of days to get rid of all this.
That's what I thought.
Is there something else on your mind?
Yeah, I want to hit a place.
Well, I've been scouting out a couple of places.
A particular place. For some photos.
Photos?
Yeah, for a friend.
What's the place?
Photos are in a safe, but I've got the combination.
Well, if it's for a friend, where's the money then?
Money's in the safe.
Whose office?
Club owner, pornographer type.
Heavy?
Yeah, it looks like it.
He's playing it off so well. Like
What
you
the
don't know.
fuck's going on?
I'm seeing someone. Owner of that bag. The woman whose house we hit. One with the pictures of herself.
Now tell me you're joking.
No, I thought she looked interesting. Followed her, we had a drink, and now we're involved.
Have you slept with her?
Yeah, we're getting on really well. I wanted to give some of her stuff back to her, but I thought that would mean that...
You thought that would mean telling her that you f***ing robbed her? How shrewd, I mean, how f***ing prudent of you not to tell her that. Oh, it's a nice haircut, though. Nice suit as well. Good about the bloodstains, though.
Oh, so it was
he
him
did
who
it.
beated him.
It's a really awkward fight.
Yeah, so that's why he goes on the heist alone, I guess. Because they ain't buddies no more.
It's all part of the plan, though. He's selling it.
You're on your own now. Here's a present for you to get you started on your new solo career.
It was him.
Did you have to beat him?
Did you have to sleep with him?
You told me to.
Well, I said you should if you had to, but it's not really the same as telling you to. Did you enjoy
That's why he hit him like that. He was a
Enjoy
little
beating
mad
him
for
up.
real.
Of course. That kind of deep shit. This has got to work.
They really think you're involved.
Well, they've already had me in for questioning, haven't they? It's not going to be long before they find the guy who saw me leave and pull me in.
Did you get a good look at it?
No, which is why I think this is going to work. All we need is someone with roughly the same appearance, roughly the same way of working, and we should be fine.
Just tell him what really happened. You found her like that.
No, you wouldn't say that if you saw what I saw. No, I mean, this is horrible. There's blood everywhere. Her head has been beaten. She doesn't even look human. I've been there a while. I may have left traces, prints, forensic shit. I don't know. Look, the point is, the body's fresh. It hasn't been dead long. Any witness might put me there close enough to the time of death.
You just said the witness didn't get a good look at
No,
it.
but that's not the point, is it? Crime that brutal. An old lady beaten to death. If they even think it's me, they're going to try and pinball me, aren't they? No, we've got to have someone else. I even told them there's someone else.
And if he's got an alibi?
Well, he's a loner. He's perfect. I mean, even strangers that have seen him before aren't going to recognize him because he's had his haircut. He's a man.
Aw, that's so sad.
And he's already killed one person with a hammer.
Got it. I had to dump off the money first. Money! Bundles of money! Ow! Nothing. Okay. I'll be around soon.
Yeah, at the beginning it sounded like he was talking to the cops.
Yeah, it was her, right?
They lied. He doesn't even know those people.
Is that what it was? That was a bald-headed lady.
Promise me you wouldn't open the envelope.
Wasn't sealed, they fell out.
They fell out.
So are you going to explain? I mean, what was it? Was it all just bullshit to get hold of the money?
Usually only in there.
Or what then?
Did he just slap her when he walked in? What the heck?
Police think he did something and he didn't. So he needs a decoy. Another likely suspect. Someone caught robbing a place using the same way he does it. His methods.
His method was the friend.
Cobb
Two bees.
broke into a place a couple of weeks ago. Found an old lady battered to death. He ran off. Someone saw him. A couple of days later, the police called him in for questioning. Think he killed her.
He probably did.
He's a thief. He's not a murderer. So he told them that they'd got him confused with another burglar he knew. One who used the same MO.
Why me?
You set yourself up for it. I've noticed you following him days before he actually approached you. Well, initially he thought you were niece, and then he followed you.
He followed me.
He followed you and realised you were just this sad waiting to be used.
So you and Cobb just went for it. How could you do this to me? To anybody?
You've got the money. You didn't kill the old lady. You're just there to plant doubt in the minds of the police. They'll never charge you. You were supposed to court tonight breaking in. Ask you about the old lady and you wouldn't know anything.
They could have still charged me for breaking and entering.
You did break and enter. And for whatever reason, you didn't get caught red-handed.
Came in, he went down. I didn't hang around long enough to find
Oh, he's
out
a
whether
cop?
he could get up. It's his blood on my hammer. How could you do this to me?
It's nothing personal.
Thought it was one of his
Goodness,
boys.
I didn't even know you.
The bar owner, like one of his people.
That's what I thought
yeah.
too.
You can't.
I'm going and I'm going to tell them everything.
You can't because they won't believe you.
I'm going to tell them everything and they'll believe me because it's the truth.
Not if you haven't got someone to back up your story.
You could.
I won't.
They'll make you because your lies won't stand up to the truth.
I wouldn't do this if I were you.
That's it. I mean, if you've got any questions, then...
One or two. You see, we don't actually have any unsolved murders of old ladies at the present.
You must have.
There's no such ongoing investigation. And we don't know this Miss Cobb of yours.
I warned you to look in the envelope.
He gave me his word, I
Are they
believed
just
him.
playing?
Well, it's nothing personal. He couldn't help it. I mean, he's a born peeper. Down to business.
Business.
Perhaps there's something else you'd like to tell me. Anything.
Where's the hammer?
It's in that bag. What are you going to do with it?
The old man was very specific about how I should do things.
What's the old man got to say about it?
I'm pretty sure I just figured it out.
What?
I think he's about to kill her, and he ended up getting over on his ass, and he got over on her ass, and I think he's about to kill her. I think he's about to kill her and then pin it on old boy because they ain't even heard of this guy.
Yeah.
But she thinks that, so he done sold her a lie too. He's double crossing them both.
Oh, and that's why he's putting gloves on and covering up that glass.
That cop's about to think that dude is the one who killed her.
Oh,
yes. Probably killed her like immediately, like right before he left, because he said in the morning, so he probably killed her that night. Let's see if I'm right.
Letting me keep all the money from his safe.
Anything at all. Your side of things.
He says your demands have become too unreasonable. You've become too greedy in your blackmail. He said something about you being a witness to an incident that happened in this very room. Well, he was very precise about exactly how and where I should take care of things. Something about a blood-stained carpet that you've got stashed away to back up your story. Should it ever be told?
Did you talk to her?
We found her this morning.
What do you mean, found her?
Her body. We also found a hammer with 2 types of blood on it. One type, I assume, will match the bloke you put in hospital. All her fingers were smashed. You must have tortured her to get the combination.
I didn't touch her.
We also found some interesting items in your flat in the shoebox under your bed. Among various items reported missing by the deceased last week, we found these pairs of ladies' underwear.
Oh my gosh.
I assume so, since we found them stashed, these passport-style photographs of the deceased. We also found this pearl earring, exactly matched to the one worn by the deceased at the time of her death. A little trophy.
No, it was Cobb who planted it when we turned over her place. Go and collar him. I gave you his address.
We checked the address you gave us. There's no Cobb there. The flat belongs to a Mr. D. Lloyd.
The credit card.
Right.
He's just returned from holiday, and he told us that while he was away, his flat had been burgled. Not much was missing.
He made him sign for it.
But his new credit card hasn't yet arrived.
Well, that was Cobb. We used it to pay for a meal in a restaurant.
We found this at your flat.
It was Cobb who stole it.
Is that your handwriting?
Yes.
The wrong person to follow. The absolute wrong person.
Basically, he messed around and stalked the wrong one.
Yeah.
When the hunter becomes the hunted. Damn. That was
a good
crazy.
first film for him.
That was cool. All right, guys. I'm excited about that, dude. I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
We hopped into this crazy world of Christopher Nolan, and I don't know if I recognize his film style in Batman because this was completely different. It was like black and white. It felt older. Completely different than Batman, but I will say I thought that was a phenomenal first film.
Yeah,
That's
it was good. The black and white didn't even throw me off at all.
That had to be one of the lowest budget films I've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
That guy people probably spend more a year at the laundromat than it costs to film that movie. So, and that's not a bad thing at all. That movie 300% was a movie that stood on its own merit. It didn't need fancy CGI, didn't need explosions, didn't even need
color.
And that was one of my favorite movies I've ever seen. That was good. That was crazy. So that reminded me of Lost.
It reminded you of Lost?
Yeah, it reminded me of Sawyer.
If
you haven't seen Lost, man.
because his job.
He was the con
man.
So,
and he would trick the mess out of people.
That's the only reason I was able to sort of put it together, man, because fortunately for me, I've never really been scammed too much. I usually just don't trust people's sales pitches to begin with. So I've stayed away from the scammers. Yeah, your sister got scammed. Sad. So that kind of reminded me of like the long con and Lost. Basically Sawyer, he's basically a con artist, then convinced this girl that she was helping him, but it turned out he was actually conning her. And it was just, anyways, man, this was the best con movie
that was like a double cross con,
right?
A triple cross con.
Now I understand why this movie wasn't that long, because it really didn't need to be. Too much of it. Like, if this movie would have been longer, it would have gave itself away, I think. Yeah. It was the perfect amount of time.
I enjoyed that a lot.
That was good. You know, if Cobb would have been a little more like, come on, man, we can do this. Come on.
Like pushy?
No. Like he was very pushy. The problem is, like, if you're going to like scam someone, you don't want to be too pushy, because then they're going to be like, dude, you're obviously like being too pushy. But he just went all in with the pushiness.
But he was also like a know-it-all. So his know-it-all demeanor made Bill feel like
he didn't know how to encounter that.
So he just was like, okay, like
he's so used to being in control because he's the one doing the stalking, the watching, and this guy came along and just took everything because he's kind of the same.
Well, at first I think he kind of embarrassed him. So by embarrassing him, Bill went with everything.
By embarrassing him, he like put himself above him in a way.
Yeah.
And so he just felt like he had to listen to what that guy said. In his mind, like, he's developing this hobby and this guy's coming along and he's showing him the ropes and how to really do it. And the whole thing is like, I won't get caught. So as long as you do exactly what I say, you won't get caught. And he really walked him right into the right into the trap. That was crazy.
The craziest trap. I was really shocked in that movie. I don't get a shock. I don't get that shocked in a lot of movies, but that one shocked me.
That was like Jackie Brown, wasn't it? Wasn't that like Jackie Brown?
Yeah, because there was a con in that one too. Boy.
Didn't I do that, baby?
Yeah,
but
we love that song.
Go watch Jackie Brown. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a really fun movie. In my mind, I think that he would have never graduated to fully breaking in people's houses and hitting people with hammers if it wouldn't have been for Cobb. I think he really brought that out of him.
Right, Cobb really did do that.
But he was capable of it. So, you know,
he was just like flirting with the idea of stalking.
Right.
Yeah, he was just like following people. He had his own little rules. But then when Cobb came, he turned it to like up 20 notches.
It's funny because you're basically walking around and you're playing the role of the snake, right? And then someone else comes along and they're also a snake. So you think like, I finally found like my equal. I finally found a snake. It's still a snake.
Yeah.
And that snake was a snake in the end. And I just think that the execution of that film was brilliant. I really think that was good.
Yeah.
I hope there's more movies out there that have like a twist as good.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's movies with twists, but
I've never even heard of that film.
How many of you people out there put it together like a lot quicker than we did your first time watching it? Because don't get me wrong, I'm pretty proud to figure it out, but I figured it out deep in the fourth quarter. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like a fourth quarter or two.
It was like an hour 05 when I finally put it together. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I finally put it together though, and I was right. So
it was like a detective movie in a way.
and that's why you liked it.
Yeah.
That's why you liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to endings of movies, TV shows, that was one of the better ones I think we've ever seen.
Yeah.
That was a treat.
That was a treat for the channel.
That
for
was
sure.
fun.
I'm glad you guys you recommended it. I did see some people say that they weren't sure about it, which to me, I don't know how you cannot be sure about that one. It was great, but maybe because of the black and white, some people are thrown off by that, but I thought it added. I thought the black and white actually made it more mysterious. Like it made me guess a lot more about things.
You know what it did? It really hid the fact that it was low budget.
Yeah.
It made it feel like it was almost high budget with like high like camera techniques and editing techniques. They put the focus on the characters 100%.
Yes.
Which essentially is kind of what Cobb did. He put the focus on himself and what he wanted. And the viewer, and Christopher Nolan sort of did the same thing.
Yeah.
I need to look up what Christopher Nolan looks like. Because it kind of occurred to me, I don't know what he looks like, and I can't go through
I think
his
when
whole...
I was looking at, because I looked up Christopher Nolan filmography, and I think he kind of looks like those guys. Like I think he could have pulled off in that movie. You know what I'm saying? He could have been in that movie.
He looks like something. I don't know what he was like. He looks like something. Handsome devil he is. All right, guys. So
But the way he's always like in a suit like them, so I felt like he could be in that movie.
I don't know. I wonder why this was his first film. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, what makes this your first film? Like, is it because it's an idea that you can execute because you don't have much of a budget because your name's not out there? So, you know, a quick psychological thriller is something, because horror movies are like cheap. They're cheap to make.
Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
The studios that filmed it, like it was New Wave and something else. I didn't recognize any of those.
You don't think this was like made from a novel or something, do you?
I don't
do
know.
they do that? Do directors like find a novel they like and they just go pitch the idea of like making a film for it or something?
Maybe
I
guess
like a loan or something. I don't know how it works. I've always said I'd be really interested to know more about like the movie business, just in terms of like how it works, how people get their start in it, just stuff like that. So if there's anything like that you guys want us to watch, we probably won't do it on YouTube, man, but over on our Patreon, we do check out things like that. So if there's anything like that, man, please let us know, because
I have a question for you though. We've watched two filmographers, right?
All right.
We watched their first film. We watched Reservoir Dogs.
Which one was better?
Which one was better?
I kind of think this one. Well, I thought Reservoir Dogs I liked Reservoir Dogs more like as a movie, as like a full project. But the twist in this one, the payoff was so much better.
Yeah, this one was shorter, but I feel like it was perfect for the amount of time it was.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. What about you?
I feel the same way. I feel like they both of them started off really well. Like both these directors. And I really enjoyed both of them, but I would say this one's my favorite. Don't shoot me guys about Reservoir Dogs. I didn't know about this one, so it surprised me.
Stop pointing that gun at my dad. Yeah, that movie was crazy.
But Reservoir Dogs opened up like a whole list of characters that we ended up like knowing and like, appreciating in the long run. It could be the same here. Maybe we'll see Cobb and Bill again. I don't know.
Maybe we will. Maybe they'll be staples.
We never even knew the girl's
this.
name the whole movie.
They didn't tell us, did they?
No, they never told us.
I guess it was irrelevant. I guess we weren't really supposed to know. We weren't supposed to personalize her so much.
Yeah, maybe so.
Right. Man, if there's any themes from this movie that we're missing, which I'm sure there are, but if there's anything that we missed in this movie, if there's any underlying themes that we missed, just anything that's going to enhance the film, definitely give us a better perspective of why Christopher Nolan decided to make this movie. And I'm just really glad he did. I really hope that somewhere along the line he has a better twist in this. Because if a movie, because they could have made this movie in green and yellow for all I care, but with a twist that good, I'm definitely gonna like it.
Yeah,
I'd have read subtitles to watch that. That was good.
Yeah,
100%.
it was great.
But yeah, man, just let us know. Let us know what we missed. Let us know what you thought about the film, and let us know, was this one of those underrated movies that you guys have ever seen? Because I don't know why. Maybe it was just such a good payoff, but that was just so good.
I liked it.
That was so good.
I'm like I said, I've never heard of it, but like I've never heard anyone even talk about it or bring it up ever. But I'm kind of disappointed they haven't, because they bring up a lot of things that I think are less than this.
I don't really know how it's going to do on YouTube, you know, like a gray movie, old movies, you know, one that doesn't have like a big name. People probably don't search for it. But if you guys want to like the video, that will help us out tremendously. Just like the video. Just leave us a little comment, even if it's like a thumbs up. Maybe the video sucked. Maybe we was annoying. You can go and let us know that also, you know, for sure. If you didn't like it, dislike it. But you guys can hit us up on Patreon if you want to see the full uncut reaction to this movie. I really appreciate you guys. All of our Patreon members are awesome, man. Yes. I really do appreciate you guys, man, for real. Y'all keep us going. And we'll see y'all with the next Christopher Nolan movie. What is it? It's
Memento.
Memento.
It came out in 2000. So what is that? 2 years after this one?
That's another movie I've never heard of.
Me either.
Right.
I mean, so I have heard of it in the sense of I told you guys I like psychological thrillers. I've heard about that one, but I just never watched it.
So is that what Christopher Nolan is? He's like a psychological thriller type of guy?
Maybe so.
Because the Batman movies were like that.
Yeah. But for some reason, I never watched his, I even saw Inception on the list. I never checked that one out. You know,
we were supposed to watch that movie so long ago. Trissa wanted us to watch that,
dude,
right? Sorry, Trissa.
I know. She's going to be like, God, about time.
I guess the reason we never watched it is because we knew we wanted to do Christopher Nolan. But we sort of got into the Batman movies because obviously we were on like that superhero run. Mm-hmm. And we just needed to introduce Batman to the channel.
Patreon voted for that too. So.
Right. And then we watched Interstellar because, well, basically at the time we was just looking for a movie that we haven't seen that people wanted to see. And I think that one got the most votes.
It was a Patreon vote too.
We always put our
Christopher Nolan's was Patreon, yeah.
Yeah. Patreon loves Christopher Nolan for sure.
Yes.
And I really am glad that you guys like Christopher Nolan, so we can be back with more Christopher Nolan. So we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.